no holding back, no stepping stones, no broken promises, no busy tones. Just what it takes, just make believe. No one belongs to anything. I've seen the lies, I've seen the lies, I've seen the lies. Train go by, it's kill or be killed. I wonder who lives. Too long to stay outside.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Peterson Health Digital Studio at Pine Plow Brewing Company. I'm Louis Amestoy. This is The Lead Live, brought to you by K-Pub, Safe, Reliable, and Yours. Gibson's Discount Center. Ken Stopel Ford. JP Properties. The SLS Partnership. Herring Printing Company. And our good friends over at Jody Tillman. Our good friend, Jody Tillman. And also don't forget that Herring Printing, they're celebrating 60 years of work here in the Hill Country. Even though it's, well, I guess it's like 60 plus years of good work here in the Hill Country. Glad that you're here with us here on a Tuesday morning. The plow is closed, so don't come bother us. Although I do have coffee made. And I used the Lone Star blend because I knew that Doug was going to be here. So when Doug is here, we give him the best.
That's much appreciated.
I try my best to make sure that you're happy.
All right. Well, you got an easy job, man. I stay happy. I really do.
I'm glad that I'm glad that you're happy.
The sun shines on me
The sun
always.
shines. Look at this cast we have today.
Must
oh
be
my
nice.
gosh.
Yeah.
What a crew. I don't know where Julie Davis is at. She's failing us this morning. Janelle, how are you?
Good. You good.
I gotta fix those mic. Everything's a mess. Get it come closer. Gonna come closer, Janelle.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
I was thinking about the three of you last night of questions I could ask you guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, Amy Goodyear's here from
Quiz time.
Hey, everybody.
Amy Goodyear's, and Jennifer Kramer's here too.
But this is not going to be fair. Amy's smarter than the rest of us.
Oh, what? You talking about me?
So-
This is some other Amy I'm not aware
I
of.
don't know. All right, you've got a choice: tent camping or pop-up trailer camping. Which one do you take? Doug,
10.
Janelle,
Probably the tent.
and Amy.
What kind of tent?
A tent, just tent.
Just like a regular little tent.
Yeah.
I've never been pop-up trailer camping, so I guess I'd have to say tent, but I'm not a camping kind of gal unless it involves a glamping situation.
There you go. There you
Camping at the Ritz.
go. Camping at the
Oh,
Ritz.
well, yeah, but I'll go in a tent if it has like a queen-size bed and a heater.
Nice.
And I just did that actually in Terlingua.
Did
And it
you?
was, yeah, we stayed in a glamping tent when Marcus did his run, and it was cold, but the tent was really cool actually. It had a full queen-size bed in it and a little heater and
Oh, nice.
yeah, and like a sink and stuff, and it was and the bed was really comfortable. It was
Now, here's the
cool.
question, though. Would you camp in extreme conditions?
It was extreme conditions. It was 20 degrees outside and
Ooh.
very windy.
Very windy.
Yeah, so it was about 42 inside the tent.
Now, Janelle grew up in the Pacific Northwest, so every day was extreme there. So
That's true. That is different.
what was the would you camp in the rain?
Probably not.
No,
but-
probably not.
Yeah, but of course, we had the family cabin thing.
Yeah.
So all things were pointed that direction.
It's like get in there and get warm. Doug, you were in the Coast Guard, so camping was like regular. Would you ever have to like sleep out on the deck or anything? Like
Well, yeah,
anything?
we did that sometimes just for fun, but most of my camping was done via motorcycle trekking.
Oh, okay.
So we did a lot of off-road stuff.
So you did like you like camped out on the side of the road then?
Well, kind of side of the road. Sounds rough. More like, back in the woods. We would take our bikes and dash off into the woods.
Oh,
a
very
lot of
good.
logging places,
Right.
stuff like that. And
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we camped in 20 degrees and
Yeah.
ice and snow and rain, and because you don't have a choice, you're in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
When
Yeah.
I was little, my dad had one of those pickup campers, and we would
Yeah.
do that and go fishing.
Right. Yeah, we would tent camp when I was a kid.
I'm okay
too.
if the tent doesn't leak. You can guarantee me the tent won't leak.
Right.
Pretty much you're in the you're
Right.
in the majority with
Yeah.
that one. Yes.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I've been in a tent that did leak.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
look who
it's not
showed
fun.
up.
No, not good. This is why you pay good
Look
money
who
for
showed,
tents.
Look who
Yeah.
showed up, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the one, the only.
Julie Davis, come on down.
Yeah, there we go. Enough of that.
Wise.
I was thinking about you yesterday, Julie Davis, because I don't know why Instagram is so fascinating at times and annoying at the same
And
time.
you're giving me the credit for that?
I am giving you the credit for that. The annoying part of it is I've bbeen bombarded with just crazy advertising. Like I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I like advertising on Instagram. I don't like the crazy advertising. That's all I've been getting
Okay.
lately. But for whatever reason, the Cleveland
Oh.
tourism group showed up on my
Cleveland,
feed.
Ohio?
Cleveland, Ohio, and I was like, "This is a pretty well done
Interesting.
campaign."
Are you going to
Okay.
Cleveland? at
No,
any time?
I've no.
You have,
thinking
you
about it
have
now, though.
somehow
I know, I
hit
was
a
gonna say.
demographic that they were targeting.
They did a thing in Cleveland. I was actually. It was so strange. I was watching a basketball game. Well, there's different professional basketball leagues, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was this game. It was in Cleveland, and they were playing like in an old auditorium, right?
Oh, okay.
Well, it turns out that they have renovated this ancient auditorium in Cleveland where it was like the first arena in Cleveland, and
Oh,
they
cool.
preserved it, and they've redone it. So it actually has like a balcony kind of
Okay.
seating, but it's long enough and wide enough to have a basketball court in it. So they play basketball games.
That's
in there.
cool.
But they could have a concert in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just
And you
really-
watched that game prior to the ad?
yeah, I don't think but then I see this beautiful ad from
Yeah.
them, and so I started looking at all these things from Cleveland and like, hey, we have all these cool things going on here in
They
Cleveland.
do have some cool stuff.
Cleveland's
going
a
on in
cool
Cleveland.
city, actually.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I think you could find anything. I haven't been to a city yet, but I didn't think it was like
That's true.
interesting.
I mean, yeah.
to a certain
Yeah,
degree. I wouldn't
cool.
recommend parts of Los Angeles, but that's another story
But maybe
altogether.
there are other parts you would enjoy.
Right. All right. Well, you got a great show for you guys today here.
That's a big sigh.
That was a big
Sorry.
sigh.
Listen,
We all collectively sigh.
Yeah, I just got to tell you guys first off, I sat
Starting yoga.
through the commissioner's
Deep
court
breaths.
meeting yesterday for
Oh, okay.
hours. They spent probably more than half of their meeting. It was 3.5 hours long, talking about Kendall County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad there are Kerr County representatives, and I got into the weeds in here, and it was interesting because you're watching these guys. Let me just say this right now. Look, God bless them. If you serve as elected official, I salute you because you're a lunatic for doing it. But if you get paid $60K a year to do it, and you can't seem to figure out how governance works, I don't know what to tell you. And these guys tried to thread the needle because Janelle knows this, right? If you live in the county, we don't want a lot of regulations, right? That's why we live in the county. And I watched the commissioner's court yesterday almost try to put in a fire code that was stricter than Kerrville's fire code. Because they don't want these battery power plants to come in, right? They don't want battery power plants to come in. They don't want the Lennar homes to come into Kerrville or Kerr County or Kendall County. They don't want any of that stuff to come in, right? So they're trying to thread the needle on how to prevent these lithium-ion battery plants coming in. Interestingly enough, is that the regulatory piece of this is deep enough that I think it could get down into the consumer level of like if you have a power wall in your house, there would be some regulatory issues attached to it as well, which they would get themselves into if they put a fire code in. And they were trying to thread the needle on this, right? We want to just narrowly focus this on just batteries. And the state fire marshal was like, not really. You can't really do that. In fact, our fire code is like 2021. Kerrville's is 2018. So if a battery power plant comes into Kerrville, the city council could prevent it from coming in if they didn't meet all the standards and things like that. But it's a 2018 standard, right? It's not current. And these battery power plants are actually regulated by the Public Utility Commission, ERCOT, TCEQ, before they even get to these local things. The other interesting thing too is these are basically intermodal batteries. They basically come in on a truck, they park them in this thing, and then they connect them to an inverter, and then there you go. It's an interesting discussion, and it's an important discussion about the future of electricity in Texas. But we can't have that discussion because we don't like it in the first place. So they're trying to start the needle on this. And then there was a realization, the state fire marshal says, well, you can't really just limit it to the batteries. If we have a complaint about fire code, we have to respond to it. And currently there's no fire code in the county. So you could just build a building and have any sprinklers in it and things like that, and everything will be fine. So then that happened. And then later in the meeting, this is really remarkable, they were trying to discuss with Kendall County their 391 commission, which is going to regulate these battery. Well, let me say this: they think they can regulate these battery groups from coming in with this commission. So Kerr County hires an outside lawyer to write the bylaws for this commission that they've all voted to approve to go into and do it, even though all the outside counsel is like, we're not sure this is legal. So, but we'll do it anyway, but we don't think it's legal. So they do it. They give them the bylaws. Kendall County's like, throws it right in the trash. Boop. Because they're getting their bylaws from the oil and gas guys. So this whole thing just fell off the rails yesterday. So it was just bizarre. And at one point, Rich Paces, again, it just was like, well, I hope the media is watching this thing. And, we're going to report on this. I'm like, I'm going to report on this because you guys clearly don't know what you're doing. I mean, it's painfully obvious that they don't know what they're doing, and they get paid pretty good money to do that. So I just want to have a job where I can say, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh dear.
So, and I get paid.
Is PUC driving any of this?
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, PUC.
Yeah.
Transmission lines.
Right. It's
pipelines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the PUC.
You can spend a lot of energy,
right.
and they typically get their way.
Mm-hmm. Well, and here's the funny part about this. The comptroller's office, right, wrote a thing about Texas's low regulatory environment lets these things come in because we like this low regulatory environment. And this is a positive for us. And there's also all this evidence that's starting to amount that these batteries are making an impact on lowering prices when there's peak demand, and two, that they are kind of stopgapping the problems that happen when the load gets to be too much, right? So who knows what's going to happen at this point? It's just the Wild West. But man, I tell you what, yesterday, this is one of the things that's interesting about this is that it consumed my entire day just going through and watching that meeting and then trying to figure out what the heck the regulations were and stuff like that. It's just amazing too. Cause one of the things too, like I had this last week, we had this, and Janelle, you might've read this too. Last Friday, did a big piece about the Lennar deal. Mm-hmm. George Brody made a bunch of comments about it, and I wasn't going to say anything about it initially because people give me a hard time when I answer his questions, and they were like, well, is this true, Lewis? I'm like,
Testifying.
So I had to go in, and I had to go in and do all the work to write it up and to say, no, as usual, George is wrong because he's selectively deleting data and things like that.
Mm-hmm. You did
So
a nice job on talking about how people roll their expenses into their home loan.
right, and
That was spot on.
He didn't understand that, and I was like, that's something people can do, and there's different loan programs, and the more that I got into it, and I will say this is one area where AI helped me, was I would throw things into it, and I say, summarize this for me, or figure out what this means, or and it was very helpful in those things too. And by the way, on the AI front, Doug, have you played around with AI?
Lots.
Janelle, have you played around with AI?
Some.
Some?
I wish I could get more traction.
Amy Goodyear, have you played with
Marketing
AI?
content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
And Julie Davis, going to you. What have you done with AI?
I love it.
Have you touched it yet?
Yeah.
What have you touched?
What have I touched?
ChatGPT?
Yes, I use ChatGPT.
Okay. All right. I'm still on the fence about it. I've been experimenting with it. I see some. Yesterday
There's
was a
pros and cons.
well.
Sure,
I gotta
like
tell you,
anything.
yesterday was a real struggle with it, and
It's good on a struggle day.
I used 4 different AI programs
did you?
yesterday. I used Gemini, which is the Google one.
Yeah.
I used Grammarly's, which is not very good.
Right.
I used I subscribed
I've never
to
been a
Claude.
Grammarly fan.
Yeah.
It does not.
Grammarly
speak to
is really good as a backstop, and
Sorry, I interrupted you.
no, it's all right. And then I also use the DeepSeek, which is the Chinese one
yeah.
as well. DeepSeek and Claude have so many limitations on them right now. Like I actually tried this thing where I took all of the last 7 years of restaurant scores, health grades, and I tried to process them through the AI, and both of them screwed it up. It was painful. Like it's, oh, we can't go any further, or this document's too big, or
Interesting.
like
Using the online version.
no, I'm well. Actually, I don't have a desktop version.
Yeah, you're probably using the online version. That's that's where most of the limitations come
Yeah.
from. You can actually download it and run it independently outside of the web.
I haven't thought about that. I guess I should do that.
It costs you for one, and for two, it takes pretty significant machine to do
Right.
it. Yeah, you can't just do it on your laptop.
Yeah, I would have to have it on my desktop.
But that's how guys create those videos, where like you see Abraham Lincoln in video in full
Right.
color.
Yeah.
That's it takes
Yeah.
a lot of processing
Yeah.
power to do that right now. So.
right. I just don't have the
Lack of
patience.
processing.
I don't
Yes,
have
right.
That's the issue.
It's the lack of processing. right.
right.
I don't
tokens,
have
man.
patience for that nonsense.
Yeah.
I did get a photo from ChatGPT though that made me for We the People Liberty in Action of a deranged eagle tearing up the Constitution. But that was
I haven't
helpful.
used it for photos.
That was the only time that I've used it. But
I
I
use
mean,
it for brain blocks when I can't think of something. Like I know and kind of go in there and start wording it through the wordsmithing through there, and then I'm like, oh, that's what I totally meant to say.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you just are like,
Stuck.
it's
Yeah.
here, but I can't find it.
Well, one of the things that I discovered yesterday was that it couldn't, and part of it was the only document was the PDFs. And if I put large amounts of data into it, it would screw it up. It would make a
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
If I did it one at a time, it was like, oh yeah, this is a problem, and so I got sort of I realized that I was just not going to do it. And then I wrote the story yesterday that was in today's newsletter. I sent it to Claude. And I said, can you rewrite this, or can you edit this? And I just hated the edited version of it.
Oh, yeah.
It just made it so dumb that I was like, okay, well, listen, I think my readers are smarter than this, and I'm not gonna do that. I've had some, but I think there's some upside. There's some things I think I can do. I'm gonna continue to experiment with it a
Well,
little
it's
bit.
still juvenile too, right?
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
absolutely.
The first Model A's were
Right.
pretty rugged machines.
Right. I still feel a sense of foreboding though. So yeah, I do.
Well, yeah, we've been trained to think that.
Well, I mean,
Terminator,
am I
Science
gonna,
fiction.
am I
Yeah,
going to get
yeah.
Skynet, or am I going to
Yeah,
get
maybe.
TARS? Like
Maybe.
TARS from the
Yeah,
from Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yeah, like I'm going to blow you out the airlock. Ha 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 ha. That kind of stuff. Or
Tentacles.
Marvin,
It's
or
the tentacles.
yeah, right? Or Marvin, the manically depressed robot from
Yes.
Hitchhiker's
Oh,
Guide to the
Hitchhiker's
Galaxy.
Guide, yeah.
So. Those are things that I'm contemplating right now. As far as that goes, too, I also went to the first time I've ever been to the Kerr County Historical Commission meeting. I did that yesterday. And I was going to write a story out of it, but I was so consumed by the idiocy of the commissioner's court that I didn't have time to write about it because I was just so hyper-focused on this other issue. But it was a great meeting. And here's the thing, right? We're in 2025, which means this is the 80th anniversary of a lot of stuff related to World War II. And we're losing those. My grandmother will be 103 years old. In February 28th. And so she was in that generation, She was, her older brother was killed in World War II. Her younger brother served. So we're losing those memories, and she still has memories of World War II at 103. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, she doesn't remember that she walked to the dining room, one day, but she remembers World War II.
Yeah.
So we're losing those folks. And so the Pacific War Museum was at the Historical Commission yesterday, giving a presentation of all the things they're working on. They're redoing the George H.W. Bush gallery, and they're going to have a big Iwo Jima celebration in February. I don't know how you celebrate Iwo Jima, but they're going to commemorate.
Remember.
Recognition.
Yeah, recognition.
Yeah, there you go.
So that was very interesting to listen to yesterday. And I'll write something out of that for tomorrow's newsletter. Tonight, the city council meets. They will talk about tree ordinances. Also, Catherine Boyette, who works in your office. What's your name again? Julie Davis?
My name's Julie.
Yeah. I'm so distracted by your thumbs. It's like...
I'm over here sending an email. Someone's changing a meeting.
What? She's
so
like,
sorry. I'm double working today.
Do you have like carpal tunnel in your thumbs yet?
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet.
Don't jinx
Don't-
it.
don't jinx it.
Yeah. Yeah. Janelle taught me some thumb
Thumbs up.
We
stretches.
stretch.
Thumb.
Okay.
thumb.
Yes. Catherine Boyette.
Catherine Boyette will be at this meeting tonight because we're talking about wall murals or wall art as a
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
as a
Not
city
murals.
park.
Correct.
Wall art.
It's art in municipal
municipal art.
places. Yeah. So yeah.
I want to see some more
It'll be
stat.
like
I want to see.
Exhibit.
I want to see.
Exhibits that are potentially for purchase.
There's some areas though in Kerrville where I like. He has some really great public art.
Yeah.
Like a statue here, a statue there. I think it would be fine. So I'm
right.
excited about that.
Well, you just
Yeah.
Don't have some funds.
They also will review the tree ordinance for the final time tonight. So if you have any problems with the tree ordinance, you need to go to this meeting. They will talk about the public safety building. They're going to have some change orders, which were expected. This is going to do some covering on the parking lots, things like that. And that's it. So it's a busy day. Busy day. All right. And just so you guys know, Wendy and Kyla will be with us on Thursday, I hope. I've had some issues with audio connecting remotely. I'm not sure why. It's just a thing. So with that, Doug is here from Gibson Discount Center. Doug, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, and I'm not defiant. I'm cold.
You're
So,
cold.
It is a little
Yeah,
brisk in
I'm
here.
just, I'm not.
Is that the defiant look?
I know. I'm looking at looking like I'm all like.
I turned the heater on.
I don't
Well, that's
wanna
fine.
be
Yeah,
here.
I wasn't a complaint. I just wanted to make
It's
the
sort of the
statement.
universal sign.
Wait a minute.
Standing next to a casual sweater girl here, and I'm.
Let me see if
and
I-
I'm
Oh no,
like,
but this bad boy's thick. 'Cause
That's
I'm
what I'm
learning.
saying.
I'm
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of those wool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
there's-
because I keep wearing a long wool coat here, and I
There's
kind of
there's
feel like
heat now pouring out of the.
All right,
out of the
I look
heater.
forward to that. But
Yes,
anyway,
yes.
okay. So today, a little bit of randomness, but some toys. Generally speaking,
Oh,
toys.
toys.
we love toys.
And I have
Toys
one
are
little
great.
surprise
Yeah.
gift. Okay, we're starting with the
this.
best one first. Okay, you ever play hot potato when you were kids?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes it wasn't a potato; it was
Yeah.
whatever, right? But so this is a version of that game. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, I got to show it to you.
Oh my stinky pig.
Stinky Pig is called the game. Check it out. So you pass him around.
Right?
Well, he's singing and then he farts.
So
That's
if-
horrifying.
I don't know
If
caught
you
that.
if you
caught that.
get him at the fart, you lost.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah. So
Is a fart just a sound effect, or is there an actual like
no, it's a sound effect.
Is
Yeah.
that-
olfactory?
No, you could add that
Yeah.
though, Amy.
Yeah.
You can add that.
somehow.
That's horrifying.
So yeah, anyway,
Emerson
you
would like this game.
yeah, it's a kids.
he's all
It's
about
kids for
fart.
kids. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So you
It's
roll the
invented by an
dice, and it
8-year-old,
tells you
yeah.
which way you
Yeah,
pass the
6, you'd be
pig, and
about
then
it.
you have to
Doug knows obnoxious toys.
Yes, that's
minute.
perfect.
Let me get a
Yes, so
picture.
there's that. Hey, look, man. Oh, you
Hey,
need a
get a
photo.
Stinky
Hold on.
pig.
Stinky
Stinky
pig.
pig.
Stinky pig.
All right.
He's fun. Hey, good old fashioned
Oh, yeah.
sock monkey,
Yes,
right? Everybody
everybody
loves
needs
sock
that.
monkey.
Everyone loves a sock
Yes.
monkey.
We got big ones, little
Yeah.
ones. I just brought little one. 'cause
Yeah.
it's
Wait a minute,
easier.
we got a picture
Yeah,
of the
we got a
sock
picture.
Sock,
monkey.
sock monkeys.
Yeah.
We've got a sock monkey in our closet
Yes.
somewhere.
See?
Yes,
One of my kids had.
exactly. Okay, and
Do
here
your
we go.
dogs cover those kind of toys? Those
My dogs,
Yeah.
they shred it in 2
Shred
seconds.
2 seconds,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're opening this one.
Oh boy.
Astronaut.
He's
Oh,
an
this-
astronaut.
Is this,
Hold on.
is this,
I need a
is
knife.
this like a Stretch Armstrong?
Yes, but he's an astronaut.
had
Oh
one
my
of those.
god.
We're gonna open it and play with it because I figured this is one of those toys that it only really works if you can mess with it.
Yeah.
Right? So stretch away.
Oh wow.
Pass it
So
around.
this is almost
wait a
like
minute,
one of those
wait a minute,
Gumby
let me
kind
see.
of things.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Right?
Yeah, here,
Oh,
here,
whoops,
yeah. Here, you
I
take one
stretched
side.
his
We'll see how
tag
far,
right- yeah.
how far we
see
can
here.
make him go. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh look at that.
He's stretchy. Yep.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And we have a
What's old is new
patriotic
again.
patriotic
Oh, wow.
version
Look
of
at
that
this
too
here.
as well.
Here you
Where's-
go, look at-
there we go. Yeah. So
That's beautiful.
some glare.
Don't
Let me
leave
get,
this
let
down
me
for
get
the
a shot of
dogs,
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, oh, my dog would have
Kind
that.
of relaxing.
So yeah,
now.
yeah.
And then dog hair gets stuck.
My
to it.
dog
a little bit of a
trash that in a
Fidget
second.
toy,
Yeah.
I guess you
Right.
could say.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are not just for kids.
No,
Well, clearly. 'cause-
I was enjoying. I mean,
Us
it felt like
adults.
some tension
yeah,
release going on.
Yeah. So Lewis, I'm leaving that one with you.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
And that can stay
Yeah.
somewhere on your messy desk, and people can
Public
play with
figures
it.
out of it.
Yes, paint
be fun.
faces
That
if you
would be.
want, whatever. Yeah,
That's
he
that's
kind of
amazing.
looks like when he's like this. He kind of looks like the Interstellar.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
a little
does.
bit like
Yeah.
he's imploding.
Yeah, he got sucked into the black hole and his face got crushed.
So anyway, yeah. So there you go. You leave him on your desk.
That is pretty good.
And how about this one, man? The old can game, right? The tin can telephone,
Oh yeah, right.
right?
That is,
Nice.
that
Comes
is pretty-
pre-made.
Oh wow.
With cool
Pre-made?
little pre-made.
never given the
I know,
pre-made.
right?
Thanks.
Yeah, and you were talking, and it smelled like baked beans or peas or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, no, these are clean cans. So
I remember doing that like in the 3rd grade.
yeah,
I mean, we're all. I don't know, Amy. You're a child, as is, but you were all kind of in the same age
Not
group where
really.
that was still a thing. Remember,
Yeah.
like you watched Our Gang and they were doing it. And you're like, oh, let's
yeah.
do it, and you would do it, and it would
Absolutely.
work. So
So how about this one? It's a cool, fancy
Oh,
little tea
yeah.
set, right?
yeah, fancy tea.
Yeah, fancy little tea set. So I'm just thinking,
Is
like,
it metal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's metal. Yeah.
Did you have tea
Yeah.
parties with your daughter?
Yes.
How about
I
you?
still
Oh
have
yeah,
her tea
absolutely.
set.
I still have
Yeah.
CJ's t-shirt too.
yeah, it's a
Doug knows fancy tea.
fancy
Yeah.
tea. Yeah.
Miranda's was like a little Fiesta wear.
Oh, really?
Set.
Wow.
It was
Oh
all
yeah,
colorful,
no,
yeah.
CJ's
Okay,
back
and
then
then
was
this one is
not
not
10.
toys. This is I was going to say Halloween.
Yeah.
This is Valentine's. We got all kinds
Feels
of
like
Valentine's.
Halloween to Doug, but it's Valentine's.
Same thing.
same difference.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to tell you, this is the coolest Valentine's shirt I've ever seen.
Okay.
In my personal opinion. So I got to move my mic so you
Okay.
can see it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I love it.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. Let me see here.
That's cute.
Yeah. All right. Good job.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we got all
Cute.
kinds of Valentine's stuff. We got little things that, I love you more than donuts and,
Okay.
all
Yeah.
kinds of
Pickles,
typical,
whatever.
typical Gibson's quirky
Yeah.
stuff. We got all kinds of
Did
stuff.
you guys at Gibson's? Did you guys clean out the Christmas stuff?
It's almost all gone. I think there's like one shelf left, and it's
Oh.
all 70% off. So if you need to kind of stock up, for,
But did you guys have the Valentine's stuff out the day after Christmas?
no, we don't do that. Yeah, we leave that.
It's so
to the-
depressing. Like
we
you
leave
go-
that to
when
the
you
big
go into
retailers,
HEB and you're like, oh my gosh, there's like nothing
You
in
can
there.
It's
buy
Christmas Eve and there's
discount,
Valentine's
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Christmas stuff on top of the Halloween
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
before Halloween.
Right.
Yeah.
That,
it's in
that was what really
July.
got me.
Yeah.
Some places.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
just,
try not to do that.
Yeah.
you'd have, and now I'm seeing the Easter stuff.
Yeah.
I was in Walmart the other day and there's Easter stuff.
Oh, is
out
there
already.
Easter stuff out?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Easter
and it's
stuff out
late
of it.
this year.
I know.
They just passed right by St. Patrick's Day. There's no.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody
Yeah,
does.
do.
nobody
Nobody
St.
cares about the
Patrick's
Irish.
Day. Yeah, nobody cares about the Irish. What else going on, Doug? You got any deals out there?
Man, we got all kinds of stuff. There's stuff that I can't tell you about that is coming in the clothing section. All kinds of neat, cool stuff is happening.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're getting some new lines of clothing. We're getting some branded stuff that's in conjunction with some other businesses in town. Yeah, all kinds of neat stuff going on. Yeah.
Ooh, exciting.
Yep.
Are you getting like Taco Casa shirts or something? Or what do you?
You're
what-
pretty close, but
oh,
I'm not saying anything else.
Okay.
I'm just leaving it.
All right.
Leaving it.
All right. Good
I'll
job.
show you. I'll show you when it comes in.
All right, Coach. Thanks for
Yes.
being here.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
you guys.
All right, we'll see
Bye,
you.
Doug.
Enjoy your day.
Bye,
We'll see you in a
Doug.
couple weeks. Thanks, Doug. Doug knows everything about stuff
Everything.
at the Landmark
All
Gibson
stuff.
Everything
store.
Gibson's.
Janelle Peralt, what's going on in real estate?
We had showings, lots of showings this weekend. Funny how when the ice and snow is not
Yeah.
present, the people are out and
Oh, yeah.
about and doing
Yeah.
their thing. So that's good to see market activity like that. We
Yeah.
have some sellers with fatigue that are making massive discounts.
Yeah.
I had one that lowered their price like over 15%.
Oh, wow.
So there are deals to be had, and there are people out looking and shopping real estate things.
Deals to be had.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Yes.
What is the best deal that you've seen so far? What is what is the deal that you think is
Well,
tremendous?
my seller that's moved on, they made a substantial thing. So now it's It's an older home on 0.61 acres, no HOA. I think it was built about 79. It's a manufactured home, 2,000 square feet with a full RV hookup, and they lowered their price to $195,000.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow, anything below 2 is
I mean, that to me is
Yeah,
like,
Especially
that's
with
a
1.6
lot.
acres.
with that much land. Yeah.
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 A lot. No, 0.6. Yeah.
Oh, that is 6. I'm so sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
everyone. You only get
Yeah.
0.6. I
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah, yeah. That's
Don't
okay.
listen to
That
that.
was essentially-
I'm not the
I mean,
realtor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
no, I
Still
mean,
it's
so there's
good.
some strong,
Yes.
strong things going on. You know, I help
Right.
my clients close on a new one. It was a newer listing, but you know, we got them down almost $100,000 on the price. I
Wow.
mean, just like monster deals out there for buyers looking to get in there and make stuff happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are some. I got a note from Realtor.com again. Just the sheer number of. Well, actually, it was rentals. It was the number of rentals that were low prices were lowering, and honestly, some of the rental prices were shocking. You know,
They
like
were rough
what
for a while, yeah.
you're paying how much for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath place? $2,000.
Well, take it back to insurance and property taxes.
Yeah.
Boy, that stuff is just
True.
gotten really, really
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
So it might not be the property owner making
Right.
another cent. Just
Right.
trying to
Right.
cover the overhead of.
Yeah, it was
Crazy
something that it was a very interesting, to see these kind of price reductions and to see all this movement that is happening right now too. I don't know. Is there? Do you sense there's any kind of still lingering worries about the economy with folks?
I think that there is so much lack of clarity
Yeah.
in the economy.
Right.
I think the lack of clarity is greater than pessimism.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the stock market yesterday took was absolutely crushed under that AI stuff.
After the
yesterday.
AI stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
and you know
better
that's
today, but
very
yeah.
volatile and moment to moment. But
Yeah.
there are lots of questions
Yeah.
about grocery prices and
Right.
labor prices,
Right.
And just all those things that distill down into what's going to happen.
Right.
But we are going to get rain, I understand. So
There is a 20% chance of that.
But we're
Is
getting
that-
rain.
we're going to get some rain. We're going to get some rain.
I wish it would rain instead of just being this kind of dreary,
Yes.
sort of like foggy nonsense. You're like, you know what? I don't need that. That's just
But this is soft and it will soak in a little bit, and then hopefully when the bigger rain comes, it just doesn't all run down the hill and
Yeah.
That's true. We want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want it to soak
a
in.
nice steady soaker,
That
not
would
like
be
a
wonderful.
deluge.
without being freezing.
Yeah.
Could we have rain days instead of ice and snow days where we close? But like
yeah.
if it's a nice steady rain day, we all get to just sit at
Celebrate
home and enjoy it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's high
That would be
functioning rain,
nice.
though. You can kind of high function in soft
Yeah.
rain. But, really, I think without, knowing all the moving parts, if we got some rain and got out of this drought thing, then maybe the insurance
Right.
would come down
Yeah.
in premium, and that would help us all.
He was just looking for coffee, I think.
Oh.
He's moved on.
All right. All right.
There's none here.
There's none here.
Yeah.
There's always coffee here.
I think he saw the dark lights and went,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
it's
like,
Tuesday.
oh, it's Tuesday. It's
It's
Tuesday.
the close sign, I guess.
They saw. Yeah.
happens.
There's a close sign out there. It's amazing how many people just walk through here, though.
Yeah, it's their habit or routine,
Yeah.
and they didn't realize it's Tuesday, probably.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Tuesday.
Somebody,
today.
I heard the
never
story. Was it John, who works here, told me that when they were closed during the New Year, they were doing some cleaning here, and the thing was up, and there was a lady that just came in, and she was like, the chairs were up on the tables, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm here to make an order."
And they're like, well,
Yes,
Like, well,
again.
guess again.
we don't have any food right now.
Get to cleaning.
We are closed.
But would you like to sweep
Here's
or
an
mop?
apron. No.
Yeah, man. Here's some eggs in the back.
Go make your own sandwich.
Yeah. All right. So we'll circle back on real estate here in a second. I want Amy Goodyear stop by as
here.
always. How are you?
I'm great. How
What's-
are you?
I'm doing all right. We had a
already
nice
talked about that.
we had a nice chat early.
We did.
Before
We had a
got
chat that
started.
can't be repeated
I know.
on the show, but it was a good chat.
Good chat. What do you got? What's going on? Well, you guys, I was trying to figure out how to describe what's happening at Playhouse 2000 and the Callow Theater.
Yeah, like in what aspect? We got so much happening
Yeah,
right now.
so much happening, but it's also like this sprint to the end.
It is. It is a little bit of a let's get as much in as we can before we shut our doors for
Yeah.
a while.
Right.
And you got to remember that the VK Garage Theater will continued to be in operation throughout the entire time the Callow is
Right.
closed. So we're going to still have stuff for you to come do.
Yeah.
Fear not. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of things we're getting in before the March closer for the, obviously, the roof and HVAC replacement, which we're very excited about and
Yes.
extremely grateful for. But it is going to make things interesting for us over the next couple months. But starting next weekend is kind of the beginning of our little bit of a sprint, if you will, for getting in all of the fun things. And in the Callow Theater, it's the next thing of the Callow Callow Performances series. Hello, words. And
Would you like
it's-
ChatGPT to help you? No, sorry.
Sometimes
The next thing.
the next thing that there's, I guess, somebody else who wanted
Yeah.
coffee and decided they
Oh,
couldn't
that
get
was
it here.
that was just George. It's all right.
Yeah,
It's all
we
right.
know George.
You know George.
He's come and done some stuff with us
Yep.
at the theater. Yes. So the next thing we have in the Callow is something that is, I cannot describe to you how much fun it is. The last time they came, I literally said, "This is the coolest thing we've ever had on our stage." It's called Artrageous.
It looks so cool.
It is. It looks cool, but it is cooler than
It
it
is
looks.
cool? Okay.
I promise. It
All
is
right.
cooler than it looks. And they've got apparently a brand new show. So if you
Okay.
did see it when they were here a couple years ago, it's totally different this time. They've got new show, new art that they're doing. It's really hard to describe. It's basically kind of an immersive live art, music, dance experience. If you go there, there's a fun video on our webpage that kind of has some information about it. Yeah. And, but it's great for families, fun for kids. We are actually doing on Wednesday, they're going to be here on Wednesday next week. And we are, as part of our Young People's Performances series, we are busing kids in for 2 free performances of Outrageous.
nice.
Nice.
Kids from all over KISD, other local school districts, Ingram and,
I love that you
and
guys
Hunt
do
and
that.
Comfort. And yeah, we're bringing in kids from all over to see this, and they have a lot of fun with the kids. They bring them on stage and they get them involved in the dancing and the art, and it's
What
just
time does it
a
start?
blast. On Thursday is the public performance, and that's at 7 p.m.
Okay.
So we're actually starting a little earlier than our normal start time. It's the same time the symphony starts. So if you're used to symphony start time, it's the same time. Just because we want to make it a little easier for families to bring their kids and stuff. And we've got great prices for kids tickets as well. So it's really family friendly, but it is phenomenal. By the end of the night, they have painted 10 full size, they're like 6 feet tall. If you've been in the VK Garage Theater and you've seen the painting of Marilyn Monroe that we have hanging on the wall in there, they painted that the last time they were here in 3.5 minutes.
Wow.
That's
And so you see them paint it on the stage. And they paint a bunch of them throughout the night, and then you can actually get a chance to take one of those home. We're gonna be doing a raffle. We're gonna be doing a raffle for Marilyn, for our framed Marilyn.
Okay.
Because on the other side of things, we are in the middle of a total renovation of the VK Garage Theater lobby.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be so cool. We're updating it. We're getting this gorgeous 8-foot marble bar and just it's going to be a really cool space.
Somebody donated that, right?
Yeah, actually the bar was donated by the H.E. Butt Foundation.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, very good.
Something, because, they have been in Texas so long and collecting things, and this is one that they don't really have a space to use on
Yeah.
the property, so they are very generously donating it to Playhouse 2000.
We got
So
a
it's gonna be
secondhand
cool.
bar for you guys.
Well, it was a
Go
soda.
right ahead.
It was a soda fountain bar.
It's an antique.
It was a soda fountain bar.
Yeah, I
so
can't really
not
see the H.E. Butt
secondhand.
Foundation. We know it. We both know it well.
it's
I
not from a
can't-
saloon. No.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's not
can't-
from a
yeah,
saloon.
I can't see it as being.
It's a
from
soda
that.
fountain bar,
Right.
but it's going to be so cool. So, but we're renovating things, and so Marilyn is losing her place in the VK. So we are raffling her off
Okay.
at the Outrageous show. So if you thought she was cool and you'd love to own her, come and get
She
your
can
raffle
be
tickets. She
yours.
can be yours.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they're also going to be raffling off the pieces that are painted that night.
Very
At
cool.
Outrageous as well. So it's going to be a super fun, cool experience. There's still some good seats left. The floor is kind of filling up, but there's, not a bad seat in the Callow. So
There's not a bad seat in the car.
yeah,
No.
and so it's a lot of fun. So that's on Thursday, February 6th at 7 p.m. You can go to callowperformingarts.com, where you just were, to get tickets for all this stuff. And then on the VK Garage side of things, we are opening a brand new world premiere play. It was actually written by a local playwright named Lemuel Mitchell. Some of you may know him better as Mitch Mitchell, which is his nickname. He's a local stonemason, incredible artist, incredible actor, and also a very prolific and talented playwright.
There it is.
And there's Bombshells. That's actually our Playhouse Now production because it's a brand new show. So it's part of that Playhouse Now kind of newer stuff series. I'm very privileged to be directing Bombshells, and it is, I probably hands down one of the funniest shows we've ever done.
Will there be a dead body in it?
I'm not going to reveal that. There's no dead body on the stage.
All right.
I'll grant you that.
Come to the show,
I like going in to
Lewis.
see the dead
Bombs
bodies.
are falling.
All right, bombs are falling. 'Cause
Bombs are
usually-
falling.
Isn't Marcus like the
Marcus is not involved in the show at all.
Right, dang it.
Except he edited the script. So
okay. All right.
So he was the main editor on the script. But if you love those old Hollywood style kind of Marx Brothers slapstick farce comedies, that is what this is. Except like on the stage in front of you. I have the most talented 9 actors in the area, and they are having a blast with this.
Awesome.
It is painfully funny.
Who are the 9 most talented actors? Who
I
are
can
they?
go through my cast. I have David and Tasha Remschel.
Okay.
I have Becca Bagot. I have
Bagot, yeah.
Chris Burgess.
Yeah.
I have Jessere Kessler.
Yeah.
I have Tristan Woods. I have Jessica Sturm. I'm going to leave somebody out. I have, that's only 6. Who am I missing? Let me go through the girls. I said all the girls. Who am I missing in the guys? Hang on, I'm going through them in the. Oh no, David and Tasha. That may have been everybody.
Maybe everybody. Yeah.
Who did I miss? They're gonna grill
They're
me.
like,
Brad Gilbert.
Brad Gilbert,
who
yeah.
just was the lead in the Points. Oh, good Lord, the
He's
musical
like-
that they just did. He's fabulous.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He does a lot of things.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I love the fact that this entire cast is like at least 10 years younger than me.
What about Tawny Fontaine Jenner? Is she in any of this?
You know, Tawny's not come out to audition. I'm a
boy.
little disappointed
What
in
about
her.
Brenda
I know.
Hughes? Is Brenda Hughes gonna be in anything else?
You know, she needs to come back. I thought she was pretty good when she had her little cameo in.
Yeah.
She
in Me
claimed
and
she was
Juliet.
not going to.
She claims that.
But she's on your board, right?
She is on our board. She's
on
a-
BK or
she's-
on Playhouse?
Well, we only have one board.
One board, right? Okay. All right.
Playhouse.
Thank goodness, right?
Yeah. I have to
It's a
explain
lot
this
of boards.
one more time.
Yeah.
Playhouse 2000 is the company that manages the Callow Performing Arts
Right.
Center, which includes the Callow Theater and the VK Garage Theater. So we're a performing arts center with 2 performance venues managed by Playhouse 2000.
Right.
So we only have one board. That's the board that manages all of it. And yes, Brenda is on that, and she's an invaluable member on our board. But yeah, show's hilarious. You're going to love it. It's the exact kind of laugh all night show that I think we need right now. And so come see us. That opens Friday night, February
Okay.
7th.
Okay.
And that's in the VK Garage, the small theater, and it runs for 3 weekends. And we have
Nice.
2 Sunday matinees, which always go fast. So if you want to come on Sunday, you want to probably get your tickets as soon as you can. But we're so that kind of kicks us off in February. Trying to think what else is coming in February. Right before we close, we've got the 3 Redneck Tenors in the Callow Theater.
That's like the last show, right?
It's the last show. It's literally the night before we close.
Yeah.
And they are a riot. Look them up on YouTube.
They're really
They're
good.
incredible singers, and they add a lot of comedy to the incredible operatic singing, and then they add comedy to it. So
Right.
it's a really, really fun show. And I think the symphony plays with us one more time
The
in
27th.
February. Yep.
Yes.
And then
then
we're
you're
quiet.
boom, out,
Boom.
done.
Yeah, everything will be in the VK. Lots of shows happening in the VK. We're hoping to also have some kind of one-off special things, maybe a comedy show, maybe like a jazz quartet. We're kind of looking into some different options to keep things happening through the summer until we reopen in August with Into the Woods.
All right.
Which
Wonderful.
We're excited
All right.
about. So
All right. Jennifer Kramer's here from the Peterson Health. You're here to talk about running.
Well, actually,
No.
no. I'm here to talk about Easter Fest.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
here. I know this is a little premature, but I'm actually here to beg for sponsors and vendors for Easter Fest.
Easter Fest.
Yes. So Easter Fest is coming up. Obviously, it's going to be in April.
Are you gonna
So
have
we've
beer
got-
there?
Yes, we will have beer there.
Well, just making sure.
Yes, we will have beer
this is
there.
Kerrville.
I know.
You can
Come
go
on now.
without-
Well, they got
He's being funny.
Dalton Rice got chastised for having beer at the
Yeah.
thing. So
You know, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. So come for what it is you want to come for, but some will be there for beer.
you know what I want to see? Here's what I want to see. I want to see multiple Easter bunnies terrorizing the kids.
Children.
Look at that dog, by the way. Look at that
should-
dog.
I saw that
Isn't
earlier.
that dog
My
amazing?
goodness.
And I was noticing you've
Squirrel.
changed your slideshow.
I
Okay.
did, yeah, sorry.
Back to Jennifer.
Sorry. Every time I see that dog, I gotta stop and look at that dog.
I get distracted.
I think you should dress up as the Easter Bunny.
But look, here's the deal,
That
right?
was a volunteer kind of move. wasn't
You
it?
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
I'd dress up as the Easter Bunny for sure. I hate wearing those kind of costumes. I did it once in a gorilla suit, and I was like, if I could dress up as a gorilla, as the Easter Bunny as a gorilla, that'd be even better.
I did actually dress up
Sasquatch.
as
Yeah.
the Easter Bunny.
could be an
Yeah.
Easter
for
gorilla.
Bluebell.
Yeah.
I worked at Bluebell, and I was the Easter Bunny for Bluebell.
Did you really?
Yes, I sold ice cream.
I think it'd be great
a lot of
if
it.
you had
Easter Bunny selling ice cream.
You'd have Easter bunnies coming in on the flanks of these kids, just kind of like knocking them over, terrorizing
no,
them.
we don't want to terrorize the children. No, we
Listen,
don't.
an Easter Bunny is a little bit terrifying. Just
It is.
I know.
It
It
is.
does not need that much.
That's the
help.
one that Miranda cried.
Have you ever
when
seen that?
took her.
There's a video out
Nobody-
there.
Everybody else was fine. The Easter Bunny was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
There's a video. There's a couple videos out there where they bring the Easter Bunny in, and it's like huge.
Yeah.
And the kids are just screaming.
That was
like,
Miranda.
"Ah!"
That was Miranda.
Luckily,
Yeah.
I wear a cute little Easter bunny
Yeah.
outfit, not some terrorism.
Yeah.
Of
Some
course,
of them
I'm
are
short.
Some of
so
them
it's not
are
like
super tall heads.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Speaking
You
of
could just do, like,
squirrel for a
bunny
minute,
makeup
just,
and
I have
do it. Right.
I
That'd be
got another
cute.
squirrel moment. By the way, do you know your colleague yesterday? What's her name again? Leslie.
I
Jones?
don't know which one you're going to
Leslie
okay.
Jones. She chastised me yesterday. Have I ever told you the Peter O'Toole and the camel story?
No.
She says I've been telling the story like 5 or 6 times.
You
And
must
she's
tell
heard-
it to Leslie a lot then.
Have you heard
Yeah.
the story?
Sadly, I want to say I think I have.
Okay. What about
I may
you,
have been
Janelle?
tuned him
Have
out
you
if
heard the
we're just
story?
completely-
Janelle, have you heard the story?
I'm not sure.
I definitely remember a Peter O'Toole story.
Okay.
I mean, Peter O'Toole was great.
Peter O'Toole.
Jennifer,
what
have
about-
you heard the
I
story?
have not heard this
Okay.
story.
Peter O'Toole
I'm about
was on an episode of David Letterman, Late Night with David Letterman, and he rode a camel out
Okay.
onto the stage,
Okay.
right? And they put this ladder up for. I'm telling this for Leslie Jones' sake too, by the way. 'cause
Yeah,
she's
she's probably watching.
They put a ladder up for Peter O'Toole to climb down it, right?
Okay.
He doesn't climb down it. He just slides right off it like he's a pro. Like he'd just been off the set of Lawrence of Arabia.
Say he spent a lot of time on one anyway.
Right.
So.
But he's also smoking a cigarette while he's doing this.
Yeah.
Like, but
With
not
the
like
cocktail, too, right?
no, but like with the long.
Oh, the long little
Yeah,
mhm.
Tipperella
filter
kinda-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using one of those in bombshells.
Are you re- so he's smoking one of those, and
You
he's like,
forgot yourself in the cast.
I think
see it
I
when
think
you
he's
were
wearing
counting.
a tux too, and so he just slides off this camel, and he goes over and he shakes Dave's hand, and then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, he forgot something," and he pulls out a Heineken out of his jacket, and he gives it to the camel,
Okay.
which then proceeds to shotgun
the beer.
the beer on the deal.
So that's an idea for them at Easter Fest.
Well, I was
is
just
what you're
gonna
trying to
say,
I was
say.
wondering where we
you
were
should
going
wear
with
the
that.
Easter bunny costume, and you can come in on a camel, and
Yeah, but
we can
listen-
go, and you can go to the beer tent and get yourself
There,
a beer.
there was a segue to this
I
because I
don't
think I told
think
you though.
you should have animal shotgunning beers or the Easter Bunny.
But then I think I told you.
just
I didn't tell you this either. But I got distracted the other day
Okay.
while I was driving.
Not a good, I think.
By
Not
No.
a good thing.
You know how you have those moments where you're driving, you just don't remember where you've been.
Marcus calls sitting.
Or where you're
I'm
going?
sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm just sitting on the couch.
I'm just on the couch. But I drove so I drove downtown and I was making a left-hand turn, and I was thinking about this photo that I sent to Leslie. I think,
Okay.
but I needed to send it to Joe 3.
Okay.
Joe Herring III.
yes.
And it's a photo of Chewbacca, right, from Star
And you
Wars.
sent it to Leslie by accident or on purpose?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
you
sent it
want
to Leslie,
both.
but I didn't send it to Joe 3.
Okay.
And he's in a Chewbacca's wearing a cone, like a dog cone,
right.
cone of shame. It's hilarious. If you love Star Wars, it's hilarious. You and Marcus
Okay.
laugh at
I'm
this.
not sure how, we
How
got
does
there.
that all work with the
Should be a
camel?
flow
about-
chart for the
I'm just
show.
saying.
So about Easter Fest. I'd love to hear more.
Gosh.
Okay.
We could put
That brain is scary over
So
here.
we need a flow chart on this show.
I know. All right. I'm sorry.
Leslie, chime in. Okay.
Anyway, I got pulled
Easter
over
Fest.
for not signaling.
Oh, you got pulled. So, okay, at least there's an ending
Yeah,
to this.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Because you were thinking about, texting, but you
But-
didn't text.
Do
you
you
were thinking
drive
about
like
texting.
you communicate?
I do.
Like,
I do.
Which also
We're all
explains
in
getting
trouble
pulled over.
now.
Wouldn't
What
it
I
be-
need to know is, did you get a ticket?
No.
Okay.
Well, I got a warning.
Okay.
I got a warning.
Don't do it again.
I got a warning. We had a nice conversation too.
So Easter
so you would have
Fest-
got a ticket if you'd have been wearing a costume,
I would have,
riding a
but
camel.
wouldn't it be great though if
Chugging
we
a beer.
added,
That would definitely have gotten him a ticket.
if we added a camel and
Maybe.
Chewbacca and the Easter Bunny to Easter Fest? Wouldn't that be?
I think it would get a little bit crazy.
Okay.
But I mean, hey, you know what? We have a little bit of everything for everybody. That's
Yeah.
what I said earlier.
Right.
So if you're into that,
Yeah.
come on, and I'll see if I can keep security away from
Okay,
you.
Easterfest though, I love it. I love it when they release the children though for the Easter.
I know I'm going to hide when they do.
So
Yeah.
tell us about sponsorships and how they reach out.
So we are looking for sponsorships.
I can
and
help. I like
there
it when
are
Julie
several.
takes over the show.
I know, I love it. Well, somebody's got to keep you alive.
Somebody's got to.
Get going.
So we have several levels of sponsorship, starting at 250 and all the way up to the presenting at 5,000. So you can reach out to us on the website, which is through the Kerrville Chamber. So it's kerrvillechamber.biz/Easterfest. Don't forget those forward slashes. But we are also looking for booth vendors as well. So if you're interested in having your booth or your food truck or whatever it may be, we welcome you to reach out to us as well online. You can find everything on the Easterfest website. You can also reach out to any one of us. I'm on the marketing, obviously, clearly, team. So you're welcome to reach out to me. You can send me an email at, I'm just going to give you my Peterson one, jkramer@petersonhealth.com. And I can get you any information you're looking for. You can reach out to me via phone, call me at Peterson, and they'll track me down. But yeah, we are definitely looking for those. We'd like to get those solidified pretty soon because it's going to fill up fast, and there's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of kiddos.
And are y'all doing the car show as well?
We are going to do the car show as well. So we've got the car show, the Easter egg hunt. We're going to do barbecue cook off as well. We're going to have entertainment. So it's good, and the beer tent. So there's going to be, like I said, a little bit of everything for everybody. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be the 19th of April, and it'll be out at Flat Rock Park. So we're super excited, and yeah, we're just trying to get our.
How's your
sponsors
leadership
and
class going?
It's good. It's good. I was kind of bummed that we froze ourselves out of the last class, the education day. So,
Do you have any beanies, by the way, over there at Peterson Health? Do you have any like swag, like clothing?
not the swag? I don't know.
We need a beanie.
We need to, we need to
a
talk to
beanie.
Tim on that.
Yeah, Tim, get on that.
Tim Rye, let's get us
because
some beanies.
Dalton Rice, the city manager of
He
Kerrville,
wears
loves a beanie.
beanies all
loves
over.
he loves a
Yeah.
beanie a lot, and he frequently wears the Baylor Scott and white one.
Ooh, snap.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
know.
We need to get on
We
that.
got to get on that. So.
Glad he's not wearing some other city.
I would wear.
Julie's gonna go pound on him.
Well, until Julie,
promoting
you,
another
when he
town.
walks in a Bernie beanie, I'm gonna be really mad.
yeah. I mean,
City of Kerrville beanie?
yeah.
I don't think there's a City of Kerrville one, but I'm thinking
No.
about doing some Kerrville.
You
that
got
would
to
be
you got to
cute, yeah.
you got to do one.
We need
yeah.
to vote, yeah.
I asked
We
him
need
if he would
to,
wear
you
it if I did
too.
one.
Well,
One of my
yeah.
favorite sweatshirts is a Kerrville
See?
sweatshirt I got at the
Lewis
visitor
gave me the
center.
idea a week or two ago, but I,
I
haven't
think
had
you got
time
to get it
punch
done.
off.
Yeah,
Well, it's not
we
something
need
you're
to
going to
do
do
that.
right now because
I don't know. Maybe they'll
need
be
to
on
do that.
sale.
Gonna be
Yeah.
on sale. Yeah.
I don't
okay.
care if they sell right now. I'll sell them next year.
Yeah,
They're
but-
cheaper.
But I think a Peterson one needs to happen.
They don't
For
spoil.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'd
I need
wear-
to look. I
I-
don't know that they have any down in the gift
The
shop
gift
though.
I'd wear one for sure on the show. There's
Okay.
days when it's cold in here. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna put that plug in
So,
for.
all right.
for
It's
it.
true.
So
I won't wear
Easterfest
one.
though.
There you go.
So yeah, Easterfest.
You know what you need in the beer tent though?
Beer?
What? Beer.
That's
dirt.
what I'm here
Camel.
for.
The camel.
In the
I'm
tent.
telling you.
A beer drinking camel.
Beer drinking camel.
Come
there's,
on
There's
in, ride
also
that
on
camel in.
Instagram.
It
We
is
talked about
Kerr
this
County.
yesterday. There was
Camp Verde. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
there's a beer drinking goat somewhere.
In Terlingua. He's in Terlingua.
Is
Yeah, I
he?
just saw him. Yeah.
Really?
Maybe you guys could get
I
that
didn't see him
guy.
drinking any beer, but he's
the
there.
beer drinking
Oh, is he really?
fainting
Yeah.
goat. So as soon as he drinks the beer, he
The
faints.
famous
That would
beer
make us
drinking.
Is this the
goat
one
in
that
Terlingua.
reviews the beer in Terling? This one reviews beers.
I think he does.
See,
I
you're
don't
like
know.
all over the place.
He's famous.
I am like, wow.
I'm trying to help you out here. Trying to help you out.
We've come full circle.
Janelle's
at
over here
least.
like no one's going to move to Kerrville if they watch this show.
Boom.
right.
We got that one guy to move here.
I moved here.
That one guy.
I moved here. Does that count?
You're welcome, realtors. We got the one
We
guy.
got that guy that moved here.
We did have a guy move here from Louisiana.
No, Florida.
Oh, okay. I'm
We
thinking of
saved
someone
him.
else.
We saved him from Florida. So
Okay,
there
I'm
we
thinking of
go.
somebody else who, watches the show that
several
came in.
people
and-
move here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On occasion.
We've got events, stuff, and things. Julie
Okay,
Davis.
do you want to talk about
I
that?
did.
Ping,
What kind of? What kind of
I wasn't prepared. I didn't think we'd get there.
You're running out of time.
I'm running out of time. All right. Hill Country Arts Foundation has their past and present exhibit going on still over there. And then the Museum of Western Art has opened a new exhibit featuring 2 bronze artists out of Bandera, Sherman Lee and Lou of the Mac Cowboys. Friends of the Library book sale on Wednesday. Shriner Mansion tours on Thursday. Kurtz and Cultural Center has new exhibits opening up as well. 3 different exhibits. The Sprouts Reading Program at Riverside Nature Center is on Thursday at 10:30. There's a pop-up writer circle at Trailhead on Thursday at 6:30.
Those are always fun, by the way.
Yeah.
There's no bovine drinking animals, but it's fun.
Yet.
Hooved mammals
Yeah.
drinking beer.
Talk to Jeremy.
Okay.
Live music going on all over. There's a FCA Ladies Night Purse Bingo event at Arcadia Live Theater on Friday. I'm not sure if you can still get tickets, but look it up and see.
I think bingo is sold out.
It's sold out,
It's
okay.
sold out, yes.
And
They're
live
3
music.
for 3 on selling out stuff lately. They sold out
Nice.
bingo, that concert on Saturday, and I think trivia. So
Cool.
Good
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Hillside Harvest Market is on Saturday, as well as the Heart of the Hills Farmers Market that happens in downtown. This is your last weekend to go to the 2025 Kerrville Renaissance Festival. Friday and Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 5.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't go Friday. They have vendors, arts and craft type stuff.
I went on a
food.
Saturday. It was delightfully weird as usual.
Yeah.
They have better
gotta get
food.
there.
They have more food this year.
Turkey
they have
legs.
turkey legs, the usual
I had
thing.
turkey legs last year. I had one.
No, but they have like a fudge guy.
Ooh.
They also have a guy that you can throw tomatoes at who talks smack to you the whole time
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
So that's at the River Star Art and Event Park.
Yeah.
Great event to go to, and apparently the weather's supposed to look good.
Supposed to be a good
So,
weekend.
Yeah,
go-
we're talking
go-
like 75.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sunny.
Nice.
Go,
Bring
you
it.
know, wear your tank top and go. Okay, live music everywhere. There's a comedy show, Kerrville Comedy tonight at Divine Sports Bar on Saturday at
Okay.
8. And then Renaissance Festival is the last thing on here, and lots of live music.
Lots of live music.
Lots of live music.
Lots of live music. I think it's interesting about, we were talking about people coming here. You should see the number of people that come into this facility and they look at it on the show, the setup here, which is kind of a mess right now, but they don't know that. And they're like, what is going on in this town? What is
Yeah.
going on in this room in here?
Exactly.
It's weird. Like I'll come in here sometimes on a Saturday and I might not sit in here, but it's amazing how many people walk through here, kind of like wandering around like this.
Why is this
Why
here?
is this here? What
Yeah.
happened? So I don't know. And we probably should get some
Wait
more
till
help.
they watch the show.
I was
Wait
just
till they
thinking
wait
that.
till they watch.
Say, why is this a show?
Why is this a deal?
Lots of great stuff this weekend.
Yes.
And then next week, Amy led into some of the stuff they've got going on. So make sure you get on there and do some of this fun stuff.
The
Quit saying there's nothing to do.
I was gonna say,
there's
always something
there's
to do.
nothing to do
Yeah.
in this town.
So I'll tell a little story. The foundation has some visitors right here, right now from Chicago, and Mark
This
has
is
kind of been
the
hosting
H.E.
them
Butt
at the H.E. Butt
Foundation,
Foundation, and it's kind of showed them around town, and they went and ate at 1011 Bistro last night, and they are just like delighted. They're like, I had no idea
Good.
Kerrville was like this. Kerrville is so cool.
course it
It has
is.
all this cool stuff, and these people from Chicago. So quit saying that Kerrville's not a great place to
Wait
live
till
and
you
grow
bring them
up,
onto this
because
show.
it is.
It is.
Tell Marcus to bring them onto the show.
I think they have some work to do.
They don't need to do
That's
any
what
work.
they came here for.
To do work. To do work.
Yeah,
Do
to
work.
do some
They
work.
can't get any work done in Chicago. They had to come to Kerrville.
It's good to have people come in and see us.
Absolutely.
Every person that's come here to visit me has been so impressed with Kerrville.
Yeah. When I worked a show this weekend. When I
how
work,
was that? You were like, where were you at? Houston?
I was outside of Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I work a show anywhere, doesn't matter. It's always people have positive, wonderful things to say about
Yeah.
Kerrville.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
literally have never had anyone. I get you don't normally tell someone something negative, but they're always like, "Oh, I had the best whatever or whatever." And this time I had a couple. They're like, "Oh, I go every year and we eat at Carmine's and we do this and we do that." And so it's kind of fun
Yeah.
to just like meet those people and hear what they love about Kerrville.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
you get a lot of.
And then the people that haven't heard of it, I'm like, here you go.
My buddies that came out, from California that were here for the eclipse last year. They just delighted in it. They were like,
Lyle's girlfriend, she's from LA.
Yeah.
She was just, she just loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much to do here. And like I said, I've said before, like every time I go to the symphony, I call my mother and I'm like, I went to the symphony. What did you do tonight? So it irritates her to no end. But I mean, I think that's the great thing about where we're at here. And you know what, Janelle, it's got to be a nice selling point for people who, how many people do you think have you sold through the years who just come here by accident and just said, "Oh, what is this place?" Or they knew about it somehow, or they went to.
One of the, and the Grays are still here, and they're busy in the community. But I asked people,
Yeah.
how did you come? What's going on? And they used a program and put in all their needs and wants and things. And this little bad boy spit out a couple towns, and this was one of them. And
Interesting.
they hadn't been here before until they were
Yeah.
engaging me.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That could be a
Wow.
use for AI. I would.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but this was probably almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
And that one was a first.
Yeah.
That was a first.
Yeah, I know.
That's kinda
I mean,
cool.
I know
That's
of a lot
cool.
of people that talk about. I mean, Lisa Winters talks about they decided to live in an RV for a year and they drove around and something happened and they ended up in Kerrville. It was not on the plan or the
yeah.
list, and then they were like, "Oh, this is where when we're done with this, we're coming back here."
We've had some of our
so
actors
it
and volunteers
happens.
at the theater have that exact story. They were
Yeah.
just traveling around and stopped here one time and they're like, "Oh, we're coming
This is
back
it.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Retire."
Right.
We moved here in the height of COVID, and we just randomly picked a spot on the calendar in the Hill Country because we lived out in North Houston,
Yeah,
Much better.
and we love it here.
It's much better
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It's
Houston
so
West.
it's so much
Yeah.
it's so much exactly. It's so much nicer than Houston or
Well, yeah,
Dallas or
yeah.
anywhere else. I'm grateful that all of you came onto the show and put up our shenanigans today. It was even Doug. Doug got out of here. Doug was smart.
Yeah,
he got out
he
of
was
here.
like-
Wow, fast.
Yeah.
But he left behind this guy.
He did
did.
leave behind
He
the
did.
stretchy
behind the
astronaut.
stretchy
Oh, he
guy.
kind of went back to his normal too.
Well, his face is still crushed though.
Yeah, that was
Something
probably
happened
me.
there. So, what did you learn today, Jennifer Kramer?
I learned that you need medication.
That's true. That's true.
She's gonna hand you some cards from Peterson Health.
That's right.
I don't know, but I want to know: did you ever get a pillow? Are you still having nightmares or what?
Oh,
We're
I
gonna
am.
go back to this pillow thing.
Yeah, I gotta swing by and get a pillow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
you need to go get you a pillow.
I didn't sleep last night at all. It was so weird. I was like so wired up.
a pillow.
I know. I was like,
You were decompressing from your meeting.
Right, and then he started all over again this morning.
yeah. Yeah, I did watch. I will say this. I always discuss stuff on with Amy Goodyear about TV and stuff.
What are you watching?
I did watch a show called Breakthrough, which is in Swedish.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
If you like true crime,
I watched it.
I
Did
like
you
true
watch it?
crime.
Yeah, I watched it. It's good.
I watched it in one night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was only like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, it was a short little
Yeah.
brief thing. Yeah, no, I thought it was excellent.
Basically it's a true story, and it's how they used genetic.
Basically, kind of how they first used sort of
The Golden State Killer.
how
was
they
found.
They use DNA things like 23andMe.
Yeah.
To start to catch
Right.
to catch
And-
cold case
Yeah.
criminals. Yeah.
This guy, the breakthrough was the guy pinned it down to one of two people and said, it's got to be this guy. And they got him. And
I love the Swedish. The pacing is so much different
the,
than
the
like
Scandinavian stuff.
they just take it slow, but
Yeah.
but very thoughtful. Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit.
yeah. And it was, but I watched that whole thing after that, and it didn't give me nightmares.
yeah.
Usually my nightmares are like, I think I told you guys this. I had a nightmare a few weeks ago of, it woke me up. It was so bad. Like I was with a group of my guy high school friends, right? All of our ages. Now,
This is the one where we determined that you needed your pillow.
I know. This is what I.
There's a pillow that helps with nightmares.
we
I
were
need,
going-
I need to hear more
Yeah,
about this.
we were going to Disneyland, like all as guys with
Yeah.
all of our kids.
That is a nightmare.
It was a total nightmare, and we couldn't.
Sounds fun to me.
And we couldn't get these guys together like in a timely manner.
I'm just thinking of wrangling all those people. As
Oh
sure.
my God.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we had to go see. Then we had to consult like an oracle to to
Well, it's good you found
To
some
plan your-
professionals
your
to
plan
help
the
you.
trip. Yeah, like it was like a
Professionals to
Disneyland
help
event
you.
planner.
That's
so.
funny. That's
Yeah.
funny. Janelle, what'd you learn on the show today?
Well, let's see. Last night I was watching the most outrageous performances from 50 years of Saturday Night Live. And
Oh, my
this
God.
show is somehow
Somehow.
It's connected. And so-
Yeah.
Goal is to entertain. Is it
That
not?
sounds like fun to watch.
Entertain and
Oh, it
inform.
was because we've all been around
Yeah.
forever, and they talk about
they have the shark-
producers like
the shark
This
that
is
comes
where
in
I
through the
was
door?
pretty
That's
sure I lost my job. Like I booked this act, and no,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean they.
Hysterical. I'm gonna look for that.
Yeah, no, it was a good time, and we remember some of those
Yeah.
things from back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's no drugs in this show, though. I'm not snorting anything yet.
It's a natural high.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural high. Sleep deprivation. Yeah, the pillow, by the way, you can get those
That's
at
what I'm like. I've
Mattress-
now learned that there's a pillow that
Mattress
helps
World
with-
on Junction Highway. Go see the Reasoners today.
helps
Melissa.
with
I got a
Nightmares.
pillow. I don't know if
Yes.
it helps with nightmares,
What
but
does it
I got a
do?
pillow for myself at Christmas from them.
Them, right?
And it is wonderful and beautiful, and I love it very much. And then in the mail this week, sweetest thing ever, I got a thank you card from them, thanking me from purchasing from their line.
I didn't get one, and I bought 3 of those darn pillows all on the same day.
Get in there.
Maybe
Get in
it's
there.
coming.
Maybe it's coming.
Snap.
Maybe it's coming
Maybe it's coming.
because I just got it.
All right.
All right.
I'll check.
there.
Sorry, y'all send Jennifer.
Yeah, send Jennifer a card. I'm pushing to get another pillow for Lewis.
I
over
love
here.
know.
your pillows. Go, Amy. What'd you learn?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I learned there's a pillow apparently that can help with nightmares.
It
And,
helps with nightmares.
I mean,
Is
like,
that-
like
It's just
is it-
comfortable, and I
Okay.
just like giving.
Okay.
I
guys
have
a
a
hard
very
time.
special like ergonomic pillow because I have my neck is messed up. So I'm
Okay.
wondering if that would work for me. But anyway,
It's like it's one of those ones that has like a little notch.
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
got like
Yeah.
the notch in it
Yeah.
for your neck.
yeah, my pillow has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She has
Yeah.
them already.
I have one like
she
that.
learned she has the pillow.
Yeah. You got the pillow.
I have. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Do you still
Sorry
have
about the
nightmares,
nightmares.
Do I? Oh yeah.
though? Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I have an overactive
probably not your
imagination.
pillow.
I'm an
Yeah.
actor.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
it comes with the territory.
All right. What'd you learn?
Me?
Yeah.
I learned about camels shotgunning beers. I hadn't heard that story yet.
And
Now
that
you
Lewis
have.
is going to bring one to Easter
I'm
Fest.
gonna bring one to Easterfest.
I don't think you should do that.
Wouldn't that be great though?
You know, it might
would be
bring the crowd.
impressed.
I feel like Kerrville Pets Alive will come after you for that.
They will,
I
but
would.
I would be uber impressed that you found a camel to bring to Easter Fest.
That would
That
be.
can drink beer.
That can
well,
drink
there's
beer.
they're around.
the caveat. They have to
they're
drink beer.
probably they're probably here. You know.
They're here
Yeah, they're
somewhere.
here.
Yeah.
I am totally googling.
You're gonna have to
beer
put out a
drinking camels
casting
when
call
we
for that.
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
All right. Goodbye,
Great
everybody.
show,
Thank you.
everybody.
Have a great day. Bye,
everybody.
See you guys
Bye.
tomorrow.